the Jolly Saver and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk through how I budget my £45,000 annual salary. So just as a bit of background, I live in a lovely place called Newcastle, which is in the northeast of England. So I've got a map here of the UK and you can see where Newcastle is, and it's about 3.5 hours on the train away from London. So just some facts about Newcastle in terms of house prices and average salary. So the average house price in the northeast is around £161,000. So that's well below the UK national average, which is £288,000. The average salary in the northeast, so this is the median measure of the average, that is £31,200, and that's a bit below the UK national average, which is £34,963. And those figures are the ones from the latest stats. So I think the maybe from September 2023. So what I'll do is I'll go through my monthly figures. I've got it in pounds as well as presented in dollars for anyone who's not from the UK. And yeah, I'll just go through line by line what my take home pay is and then what I spend my money on each month. So there's a mix of fixed costs, some are joint with my partner, and some are solo costs as well. And then what I do with my savings and investments and overpayments, and then what I've got left for food and entertainment. So let's start with the good stuff, which is the annual salary and what I take home. So as I mentioned, I'm in a very fortunate position where I have an above average salary, which is £45,000 before tax, or $55,000. Now, after I've paid tax on my salary, after I've contributed to my pension and paid student loan, my take home pay per month is around £2,500. So the first thing I have to do with my salary is consider the joint fixed costs that I have. So I live with my partner and we have several things that have to be paid for each month. So I'll present the joint figures first and then I'll show what my share of those bills are. So the first thing, and people who've seen my mortgage overpayment videos will be familiar with this figure, is my monthly mortgage payment. So for the two of us, that is £510. As I've shown with the comparison of house prices before, we're very fortunate that we live in the northeast of England, so the housing costs are a lot lower than other parts of the UK. So a mortgage payment of £510 is considerably lower to even what we would be paying for a similar property renting it. So we're very fortunate with that low mortgage payment. One of my goals is to be mortgage free in the next few years, but actually it's not too difficult to meet that mortgage payment given our salaries at the moment. The next biggest monthly cost that we have is council tax. So that works out to be £170 per month. Now, I've included that here in its sort of full form, but actually we pay council tax over the 10 months. So we pay £170 for 10 months and then we have 2 months where we don't have to pay council tax. But I like to consider this cost here because in the 2 months where I don't pay council tax, I have annual insurance that has to be paid. So I just use that money that's saved in those 2 months to go towards those annual insurances. Next is gas. So I'm on a direct debit with my gas and electric provider. So for the gas element of that bill, it comes to just under £90. It was a bit higher a few months ago, but then the price of energy, I think, reduced a little bit, so my bill came down a little bit as well. The next biggest cost per month is our TV and internet package. So that's around just under £80 a month. It is quite a lot compared to what others, people who I know, pay, but we do have a TV package that has a lot of extra channels on it, and we have TV channels in multiple rooms, so we pay a bit extra for that, and we have quite high speed internet. And because I work from home a few days of the week, it seems worth it to have that extra bandwidth with the internet. Next, coming on to the electric. So the electric is £54 per month. And then the home cover that we have with our gas and electric provider is around £40 per month. Now, what this does is it covers, it's a bit like an insurance. So if our boiler broke down or if we had any problems with our heating, we could call the provider and they would send an engineer out to look at it. So for me, that £40 per month is money well spent to have that peace of mind in case things go wrong. We also pay a monthly water charge, which is £37 a month. And then we pay for our TV license monthly, which is just under £13 a month. And then the final thing we have is gadget insurance, which is £9 per month. So the total figure we have for our monthly joint fixed costs is £998 per month. And I'm just going to change this here because it should be a dollar. Or or $1,238 per month. Yeah, when I was running through these figures, I was like, oh, have I forgotten anything? Because I could have sworn it was slightly higher than that, but I don't think I have. If I have forgotten any of these costs, I'll drop them in the comments of this video below. But yeah, £1,000 basically per month is what our joint fixed costs are. So the way that me and my partner split the bills is that we do it proportionate to income because I think that's the fairest way. So instead of doing it 50-50, we do it based on how much we take home each month. Because I'm a higher earner than my partner, I pay 60% of the joint costs and they pay 40% of the joint costs. So I won't go through all these figures row by row, but you can see what my contribution is there. So in total, my monthly share of the joint cost is £600 or $743. So just as a recap, I started with 2,500. Once I take off my monthly joint costs, I'm left with £1,900 for other spends. So they were my joint costs, but I also have some costs that are solo. So these are just things that I pay for because they are things that I benefit from rather than us jointly benefiting from. So the first one I have is I have fortnightly counselling sessions. So that comes to £120 per month. This one's probably going to get some comments down below, possibly, is that I pay £26 per month to put on the lottery. It's just a bit of fun that I like to do. It's by direct debit because you never know. I might win one one month. I know people have strong opinions about wasting money potentially on the lottery, but yeah, it is something that I do. The gym is £19 a month. I've got I'm part of a quite a cheap gym, which is really great. And I get free classes with it as well, so I find it's money well spent. I've got life insurance as well, which is £17 per month. Mobile phone, which is £13 a month, so I'm on a SIM only deal, and then a music subscription, which is £11 per month, which I use all the time. So my total other solo costs is £206 per month. So taking that off the £1,900 figure from before, we get to £1,695 per month. Now, the next bit is the bit which is the focus of this channel, which is the savings and investments and overpayments. So if you're new to my channel, I'm really passionate about making the most of my money. I feel like I'm in a really fortunate position to earn the salary that I do whilst having very below average living costs. So what I'm trying to do is make my money work as hard as it can for me. So what I'm doing is um, putting my money in different areas. So the first is saving £500 per month. Now at the moment this is going just in an emergency fund, um, and I'm trying to build up that emergency fund so I've got at least 6 months of living expenses, and I've got videos which track my emergency fund progress. So the next one is investments. So I have a stock and shares ISA through the Vanguard platform, and I do portfolio updates on this in my channel, and I'm trying to invest £300 per month. Just to flag, as always, I'm not a financial advisor. I just share what I'm doing with my own personal finances. And then, yeah, next is the mortgage overpayment. So that is £110 per month, which is equivalent to the interest that accrues on the mortgage. If you've followed my mortgage overpayment journey for a while, you'll know that originally me and my partner were in a habit of overpaying by £1,000 per month. We've changed direction a bit on that at the moment, just because for peace of mind, I feel more secure having savings in the bank that I can use as a lump sum overpayment in the future than tying up all our money in the mortgage. Because if emergencies happen, or there's something that we want to spend money on, it's a lot harder to take money out the mortgage than it is to just withdraw it from a bank account. The drawback of that, I must add, is that the temptation is there when money's sitting in the account for you to just spend it. Whereas the good thing about overpaying a mortgage is that once that money's locked away, it's locked away and you can't really touch it as easy, which it can be beneficial. So, and then the next thing is just regularly each month buying £25 worth of premium bonds. So that gives a total of £935, which is being saved, invested, or used to make mortgage overpayments. So then that means that the money that I have left remaining, and I'm just going to change this typo here because it's going to annoy me. The money I have left remaining for food, so grocery shopping, um, entertainment, takeaways, um, travel, etc., is £760 per month. I normally try and have um, a goal of spending £100 per week on my share of the groceries and entertainment, and then that extra £300 or so is there for fun spends and extra things that crop up. But yeah, that's my monthly spending plan. Interested to know, yeah, how you split up your money, any comments that you've got on how I do it, and if you've done a similar video to this, please let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to watch it. But yeah, that's all from me. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm on a mission to be financially free in 2 years' time, so I'm trying to squirrel away as much money as I can. And I post regular videos on this channel charting my progress. Um, so yeah, by Christmas 2025, I hope to be financially free. So that's all from me, and I'll see you on the next video.